All right, listen up. I want to do a real quick Power review. Power Season 5, Episode 1. Oh, my God. All right, first of all, off the rip. Going back to last season, Tariq killed Ray Ray, the crooked cop. And so there's this mess that he's dug himself into, and his family, and Angela. So season 5, episode 1 is all about killing Dre, because Ghost believes Dre is the one that sent Tariq over to Ray Ray's to get killed. He believed that Dre wanted Tariq killed. So, but then also you have the dynamic of Kanan. Kanan is now with Ghost and Tommy teamed up to kill Dre, and Dre is backed up by the Jimenez family now, so he's got power. No, Dre ain't small town no more. Dre is the man now. He's got just as much, if not more, power than Ghost and Tommy at this point. So anyway, this episode has got to be one of the best that I've seen in a long time. This goes back to this is one of the best episodes I've seen since season 2. You can tell that they're definitely going to pick up the pace now. Season 4 was more of the storyline of Ghost being in jail. So look, check this out. Now, Tasha is playing Angela. Angela has the gun, the family gun information on police file, on record. Tasha tells Angela to go erase that shit immediately. Angela's thinking about it, but she doesn't do it right away. But anyway, I'm gonna skip a little bit. There's this point in the episode where Tasha and Angela are talking, and Tasha pretty much lets Angela know that she's not tripping off Ghost no more. She lets Angela know that, Angela pretty much, broke their home up, and that part of her that used to love Ghost is not even there no more. In other words, because Angela was saying to Tasha, you pretty much, sorry about what happened and blah, 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 blah. But Tasha was like, look, that if you think this is a competition, first of all, she checks Angela because she lets Angela know, I know you still love Ghost. Because Angela was trying to fake like she not really on Ghost like that no more. But Tasha checks her like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Who you fooling? But she lets her know that she's not she's not tripping off Ghost no more. That part of her that used to love Ghost, she don't even know who that is anymore. So that was interesting. The interesting situation between Angela and Tasha is they're both sneaky, crafty, and it's a very interesting dynamic. The culture difference, both are minorities. One is a black minority African American, and the other one is a minority Latino on the Latino side. They're both hood, and they both will do what they need to do to survive. But at this moment, Tasha is kind of working the system. I'm not really going in order. I'm just kind of like pointing out things that stood out for me. Also, Tasha got caught kissing, what's his name? Silver, her lawyer. Her mama caught her after the funeral, after Raina's funeral. She caught her. And she was like, girl, what you doing? She's like, you wouldn't understand, mama. So it's funny. But anyway, now the Jews, they're getting into the real shit. Now we're going to get into the real shit. Yo. Tommy hooked up with his Italian family. And the spokesman, I would say, for the Italian family, as his, I don't know if it's Tommy's father's friend. Do he trust Tommy? And he said, yeah, I vouch for him. So Tommy's in. Tommy asked the Italian family to move his weight, his stash, as you would say, right? So the spokesman, I'm calling him, the guy that Tommy was sitting across the table from, says, okay, since you're Tony, what's his name? Taraqi's son, and then the other guy vouched for Tommy. He said, okay, I'll work with you. He told Tommy he'll sell 70, or he'll move 75% of his product. 75%. So, sounds like business is good. Tommy leaves. The two lowlifes that was sitting out, that was working on the car outside, Tommy offers them a job. And now, the guy told Tommy not to deal with those guys. Those guys were lowlifes. They were idiots. They weren't even to be trusted. But Tommy give these two thugs, these random two Italian thugs that were there at the Italian family's place, wherever he went to go visit them at. He told them, I got a job for you, and he wanted them to kill Dre. They agree. 85, I believe it was 85K. Because Tommy offered them 65, and they said, okay, 85K, you got a deal. So now Tommy has these guys, plus the other goons that Ghost got to kill Dre. At the funeral, at Raina's funeral, Tommy, I believe it was Tommy whispered in Ghost's ear that they're ready to move. Meaning, like, the guys were in position to get at Dre. Tariq overhears it. When he goes to do his sister's, do his little speech for his sister's funeral, he fake cries, run off. He made it look like he was really going to cry. But he runs off, goes into the bathroom, and sends a text to Dre, telling Dre run. Dre looks around, sees a bunch of goons around him. Dre gets to running, hauling ass, throwing things in front of him so that they would fall over. You know, if they ran behind him, you know, the people that were running, that were giving chase would fall, slip and fall. And I think it's like, I don't know if it's the garage area or what, but he gets the two thugs that Tommy hired were waiting, and so what ends up happening, Dre ends up running right into the thugs that Tommy hired, and they took a sheet and put it over his head and was getting ready to duct tape him because Tommy told them they didn't even have to kill him. Tommy really wanted them to bring Dre to him because Tommy wanted to pull the trigger to kill Dre. So they tried to put the sheet over Dre's head and duct tape him, but Dre was able to grab his pistol and he shot through the sheet and killed both of them and got out of there. So fast forward, Ghost is at the gravesite, and it's nighttime now. Ghost is at the gravesite, and he's sitting there, and he's standing there, and he's crying, and out of the shadows, here comes Dre. And Dre hands Ghost a card. I believe it was the Ace of Spades. Hands him the card, and he tells him, you know, you already lost a family member. You know, if you come for me again, if you try to start another war with me again, that's it for your whole family. And this was the most gangster shit that I've seen. Like, this moment right here made Dre a certified G. The fact that he walked up on Ghost at Raina's gravesite. Ghost reached for his pistol, but he didn't have it on him. And Dre told him, nigga, please, you ain't got no gun on you. Not at your daughter's funeral. Told him, don't even fake like that. Hands him the card. When I say a card, I'm talking about like a Ace of Spades from a card deck. Hands him the card, because you know they was putting cards on people. If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. Whenever they kill somebody or getting ready to kill somebody, they give them a card. And hands that man the card and lets him know that he's protected by the Jimenez family, and that going to war with him would cost his whole family. That scene made the whole episode. That made the whole episode for me. Like, without that scene, that episode was probably like a 4-star. Because it was a good episode from the beginning. Because they started off shooting. They started off shooting at Dre. It was a setup for... Dre tried to set them up. They was both trying to set each other up. I'll just put it to you like that. From the beginning, of like the first scene. But the ending gave it the 5th star. So, that's my rating. My rating review, 5 out of 5 stars. For this episode, is well deserved. That scene made it for me. That did it for me. I was like, yo, that was just a dope moment. And it really certified that Dre is now the man. Alright? No more is Dre trying to be Ghost. Dre is his own dude now. He been trained by Kanan and Dre. I want you to think on that for a moment. He was under Kanan. Left Kanan and was under Ghost. Dude is going to be a problem. And Dre ain't going nowhere no time soon. I thought he was going to get murdered. Nah. And it's going to be interesting to see what Tariq is going to do. What's going to happen with Tariq when Ghost find out, if he finds out, that it's Tariq behind the scenes helping Dre out. Snitching on his own father, pretty much, to his enemies. See, did I miss anything? It looks like in this, from what I've seen from the trailers, it looks like Angela's going to get real grimy in this season. Like, they're going to pull her into the dirt even more and make her more dirtier than she was originally. And I've had a suspicion, a sneaky suspicion about Angela from day one, that when this is over, Angie gonna be the one. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just got this feeling that it's gonna flip. Like, Angie gonna be the one that's like the grimiest out of all of them. Like, she gonna end up being like that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna end up being the greasiest character when this is all over. But we have to wait and see. But that's it. Power, Season 5, Episode 1. Dre laying down the rules. Don't run up on me no more. He basically gave Ghost the Birdman treatment. Said, look, Playboy, I could have pulled up on you anywhere, Playboy. Okay? I could have pulled up on you anywhere there, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he told him. He told him, I could have pulled up on you, but I didn't think that would have been gangster. So you stop reaching for your pistol, because I know you don't have it on you at your daughter's funeral. And then he handed that man the card and said, look, you already lost a family member. You want to lose another one? Fuck with me. Put some respect up on my name. As old as that is, that's exactly what he did, yo. He pretty much was letting Ghost know, because you got to think, for him to walk up on Ghost like that in the middle of the night, at Raina's grave site, you at the grave site, son. You walk up on there on this dude with no gun, and just hand him a card. He pretty much just told him, I could have pulled up on you anyway, there, Playboy. That was his way of letting them know that it was a mind game. I could have pulled up on you anyway. But I didn't think that would have been gangster. So I'm going to hand you this card and tell you put some respect up on my name. So that's what it is. Put some respect up on Dre's name. Power Season 5, Episode 1 is going down. And this is the beginning, man. The Blog World Post. I wrote the review. I gave it 5 out of 5. So, make sure you check out blogworldpost.com. Also, the podcast is on and popping. As we get ready to go into, this is the beginning of July. So, it's going to be a hot summer. Power's going to be off the chain. They've already showed us that. I think that the character, every year there's a character that gets murdered that you don't see, or a main character that you don't think gonna get hit gets hit. I think it could be Kanan this time. I think it could be Kanan because I think that they've done everything that they can do with him. We've seen him go from just grimy of the grimiest, to having a soft heart with Tariq, to now wanting to get revenge for Tariq's murder. I mean, not Tariq's murder. Whoa. Raina's murder. And he's still looking out for Tariq. He was asking Tommy in episode 1 of season 5, how Tariq doing? Is he okay? Da-da-da-da. So you can tell he still got, he's still want the best for Tariq. He probably look at Tariq like that's his son. So it's an interesting dynamic going forward. But I do think that out of all the characters, if there's one that I think could go, that could get
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.